From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Second down and 6 now. Off the play fake, Prescott. A short one there to Freiermuth. 7 yards there and a first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On the out route, he's got Thornton. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Keep pushing the ball down the field. Tell him, offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Tanner. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Patriots defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now they'll audible to something else. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Looking to throw on second down. Tanner. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Tanner. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Pats have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Tanner. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, good move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. A little second effort there on the strong run, and then dropped just inside of the 20. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now 2nd and 3. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Touchdown, Patriots! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
To throw on 2nd down. Tanner. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
12 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Tanner. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He may go. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Okay, so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Slide through. Green jack. Red cycle. Hunt.
Looking to throw. Tanner. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left is Stevenson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the draw is Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, Tanner. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal, as they still lead by a bundle here. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tanner. And this is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get three. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe three.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our feet.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stevenson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
This is Stevenson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
No way, you're kidding me! Have some pride! Come on, get it together!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee.
That's garbage.
Come on, teamwork!
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Tanner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee.